Outages have been a big concern as these strong storms have rolled through.
That's right. Right now, hundreds of customers are without power across Durham and Wake counties, and that's actually down from earlier in the day. Cindy Bay joining us live now in Northeast Raleigh. Cindy, the silver lining here, if there is one, is what Don just mentioned, the break in the heat. Not as hot today if you don't have power.
Yeah, and we actually saw the power has been restored in this neighborhood by Hill Street Park, where some of these homes have been without power for a few hours this afternoon. Duke Energy still telling us that crews are out and about working to restore power in areas across the triangle. But one of the concerns is soft ground and the potential for more trees to fall down, therefore creating more outages. We're also still in the middle of a hurricane season, and so I checked in with Duke Energy to ask how they're prepared for such an even bigger type of weather event, as experts say that we could see a hyperactive hurricane season.
It's been almost a week since Hurricane Beryl slammed into Texas. Scenes from Houston showing storms unleash hurricane-force winds and severe flooding that has left millions of people without power. Experts say that deteriorating power grid infrastructure and population growth could be some of the factors contributing to a slow recovery in Hurricane Beryl's aftermath. But as the hurricane season continues with already a record-smashing start, Duke Energy's Jeff Brooks says he's confident about the power grid in North Carolina, telling us about the improvements they've made to withstand extreme weather events.
We've been engaged in a multi-year grid improvement strategy over the last few years that's going to continue for a few years more. And that allows us to upgrade poles and wires across our system, especially in areas that are vulnerable to high winds. Coastal areas, for example, changing out wood poles to steel poles in some areas. Hard to access areas, making sure those poles can withstand high winds.
Brooks says North Carolina is no stranger to severe weather, but every storm comes with a lesson that they're using to make the grid smarter and stronger.
Those improvements are, yes, to strengthen the grid, yes, to improve reliability, but it's also to expand capability.
And so a lot of work being done to make sure that the power grid is a more sustainable and stronger, but it's not entirely flawless. And as we've mentioned before, there are still outages going on today across the triangle. And so some of the safety tips that Brooks urges some people to keep in mind right now is to, one, report the outage, and if you see a downed power line, avoid the area. Reporting in Raleigh, Cindy Bay, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.